What's up everybody, Simon here. In this video, we're going to discuss the White House issuing an executive order on cryptocurrency. That's right, the White House wants to have some type of control of cryptocurrency. We're going to go over what this may mean, what they want to do with cryptocurrency, and how will it affect your wallet. Before I get into this video, remember the biggest favor you could do for me is subscribe to my channel, hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm for my confidence, and comment below if you have any questions or suggestions. Those are always welcomed. Let's get into this video. Okay, so the White House has been trying to do something about cryptocurrency. One, to stabilize the dollar, to make sure that they are competitive with digital currency as it is becoming a major player in the economy. Nearly $1 trillion or so is floating in cryptocurrency. It's a global currency, and Bitcoin is leading the way with Ethereum being second. There's other coins as well. So you can for sure bet that it caught the White House's attention when this whole situation escalated, or more and more investments have been put into cryptocurrency. So very recently, they issued an executive order. Biden is supposed to sign this order. Now, this order is very vague. It doesn't go into detail as to what they're going to do, how they're going to do it, or what they're going to do to have the central bank digital currency. They want to make sure that they go over the risk and the benefits of cryptocurrency, of course, but protect the consumer. That is pretty much their way of pitching this, as you need them to help you with your currency or cryptocurrency decisions. Now, that's not a bad thing, because there are cryptocurrency scams out there. There are coins that look like Ponzi schemes. Some of them are in the news. So it's probably a good idea that the government gets involved. Now, the measure focuses on 6 major points. First and most important is consumer protection. Obviously, a lot of people got burned purchasing cryptocurrency at their peaks, and there were people that sold at the peaks, creating almost like a Ponzi scheme or a pump and dump scheme. So the White House wants to make sure that consumer protection is at the most of importance when creating some type of rule set for cryptocurrency. Second is financial stability. We've all seen this, and we all know that cryptocurrency is so volatile. It goes up and down, and it could go up and down on any given day with percent drops in the 10s, 20s, and 30s, and sometimes even 50% being wiped out. So the White House wants to make sure that coins that are approved or meet some type of guideline, such as a stock nowadays, have some type of financial stability. Illicit activity is another major point from the White House that was outlined in the executive order. They want to make sure that no insider trading, pump and dump schemes, and so forth are a part of this cryptocurrency. And I'm sure they would know more about these things, as they would probably get many reports as to why cryptocurrency is bad, or how some of the cryptocurrency scams have transpired. And there are so many. Another major point is being competitive. The White House is way behind on cryptocurrency with their rule sets. In fact, China and other countries have created their own cryptocurrency or digital currency to make sure that they keep up with the times. Now, if you watch some of my past videos, I predicted the Fed coin would come last year, and recently it's picked up some momentum. Finally, they issued an executive order, and I feel like the US digital dollar is coming, and it's going to play a major role removing all cash from the markets and rolling it into a digital dollar that's secure, can be controlled, and most importantly, monitored. The next point is financial inclusion, which basically means they want cryptocurrency to be a little bit more accessible, transaction friendly, and really work within the ecosystem of the banks that we have today, the Federal Reserve, etc. So it needs to apply to what the US government has built already, which is a major financial system that is backed by certain banks, backed by the Reserve, and it all needs to flow and work together. So they want to make sure when they launch their own digital currency, there's no hiccup and no other currency overpowers the financial institution that they have established today. And also, the next major point they said would be, and the sixth and final point, is responsible innovation. They talked about climate control in this executive order. For some reason, climate is being brought up so much in politics lately that it is incredible. I'm not going to go into the climate aspect versus the energy aspect that we need today, but we've all seen what happens when one nation is dependent on another nation with energy. However, they want to make sure that these coins or these cryptocurrency coins are climate friendly, they're minted friendly, or whatever it may be, but they want to make sure that they minimize the climate footprint part of their Green Deal or along with that Green Deal and continue having cryptocurrency as climate friendly. While outlining these six major points, they want to explore a digital version of the US dollar, figure out a way how to make the US dollar digital, what the benefits would be, what the negatives would be, and where things would stand with the digital dollar. Out of all these things, I would say protecting consumers is probably the most important part. There's a lot of fraudster scams and there's a lot of things going on in the cryptocurrency world that draws illicit activity. In fact, Bitcoin was generally started to hide money or launder money or pay for things that people with illicit activity would be doing. And it has climbed to crazy numbers near $40,000 per coin nowadays, all the way from pennies. So a lot of people were made wealthy with Bitcoin. However, Bitcoin has also brought a lot of problems into society where those coins or that cash is being transferred and being used for illicit activity. So consumer safety is important. Bitcoin is one of the more stable coins. However, that doesn't mean that it's not getting used for things that could potentially harm society. So anything that would affect national security risk or even the financial security risk, which affects the national security risk, the White House would probably want to be a part of. The White House has also seized billions of dollars of Bitcoin from fraudulent activity. There was a company called Bitfinex, and that company had ripped off a lot of individuals. The White House was able to seize a lot of those Bitcoins. And this is not the first time they've done that, but this is probably, or one of the things that they're trying to control and probably launching an executive order because they're seeing more and more of these fraudulent crimes coming in and having an issue with consumers that are not ready or aware of the crime that's happening, losing a lot of money. I'm curious to see if the White House is going to ban Bitcoin or ban any of the other coins or convert any of the coins into the dollar themselves. I don't think they could potentially ban a coin, for example, that's globally traded. They could use it as a certain commodity or recommend people would convert that money into the White House currency, which is the central bank digital dollar, and basically get people away from Bitcoin or any of the other coins. It is almost impossible for the government to tell you that you can't purchase a stock or a coin. So I don't see Bitcoin as dropping out, to be honest with you. However, they may start sanctioning certain coins based on their trading or their setup or their involvement. And we've seen some of those sanctions happen in the past to some of the coins that we've covered on this channel. I think having a US digital asset actually would work great. It could potentially lower fees, have your transactions done much faster. It may also put the entire banking system into the digital space without having brick and mortar. The banking system or the financial system could be used and transacted through your mobile phone or through the internet with everything that you need done in the future, because you will never potentially need to pay anyone cash again. That sounds kind of horrific, to be honest with you, because sometimes you get a good cash deal. So they are very urgent in launching a digital currency, and I could see why, because it would enable them to be first to market or near first to market. And when you are first to market in anything that you do, that becomes the staple. The same principle with any company. When a company comes in, they solve the problem. And if they are first to market to solve the problem, generally they have a competitive edge. In this case, the digital currency would be most valued to hold, just like the US dollar is today. Although they launched the executive orders that didn't hurt any prices on any of the cryptocurrency, they have some ambitious plans as to having their own currency. They have some rules or guidelines that they want to launch. However, the executive order was very vague without letting anyone know exactly what's going to be happening with your current assets. And the market, because of such vagueness, has responded fairly with cryptocurrency going up. If the White House had come out and said, hey, cryptocurrency cryptocurrency is illegal in the United States, you have to sell it or trade it, etc., crypto would have crashed. But they took a lenient approach to it, saying they want to regulate it a bit more, make it more user-friendly, more safer, more energy efficient, just in general, overall, a coin that you could use that you trust, which basically says, hey, we want to make sure that the US dollar will remain supreme in the world. So that is pretty much their take on this. I personally feel like they have a good opportunity to create a very digital network. I question what will happen to traditional currency payment merchants such as Visa, MasterCard, American Express, and some of the others. Will we in the future need to process a payment through a merchant such as Visa, MasterCard, or American Express? Or will everything be done digitally through cryptocurrency or digital currency, wallet to wallet, payment to payment, or say a digital bank to digital bank, etc.? Let me know in the comments below what you guys think will happen. What do you think of the executive order? I personally thought it was way too vague. There was not much in there, not much involved. And I thought that overall the White House could have been a little bit more specific, but it looks like they're just kind of ramping up, getting started, and saying they want to do something and something will come in the near future. Remember to like the video. It's the biggest favor you could do for me. It helps the YouTube algorithm. Also subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already, and I'll continue making these videos. Thanks for your time, and I'll catch you guys here in the next video.